Enjoyed your meal, and as we resume, I do want to welcome our online audience who is joining us now via our live stream to the department's YouTube and Facebook accounts. The Delaware Behavioral Health Professional of the Year program is administered by the Delaware Department of Education, and each year the program recognizes outstanding service by school employees who are healthcare practitioners or human service providers who offer services for the purpose of improving an individual's mental health. Employees considered for the award include school counselors, school social workers, licensed clinical social workers, school psychologists, and school nurses. The program affords the education community and our public an opportunity to applaud the exemplary contributions and professional practices of these employees whose work is vital to the success of our students and our school communities. We now have the chance to meet our outstanding nominees. Each of the candidates represents the dedication, passion, commitment, and love for our students that makes them such a great representative for their profession. This presentation showcases Delaware's best. I invite each honoree to join me in the back for photographs after your segment plays. So it's going to be in the back by the backdrop over there in the corner. We are now ready to begin. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the 2024 Delaware Behavioral Health Professional of the Year ceremony. Thank you to the Delaware General Assembly for the support to make this evening possible. Tonight, we honor behavioral health professionals representing Delaware's school districts and the Delaware Charter Network. Their roles vary, and each is critical to the success of their school communities. One will be named the 2024 Delaware Behavioral Health Professional of the Year. Let's meet our nominees. From the Appoquinimink School District, Cantwell's Bridge Middle School nurse Laura Davis. As the school nurse for grades 6 through 8 at Cantwell's Bridge Middle School, Davis was one of the founding staff members of the 3-year-old school, helping create the strong school climate and culture it has today. Her school community appreciates her for her healthcare knowledge, mentorship, and collaboration. She is known for her kindness, empathy, and integrity. Said an administrator, when faced with difficult situations, she remains calm, communicates well, and works collaboratively with district personnel and community emergency responders. Said another colleague, she possesses a unique ability to establish meaningful connections with patients, fostering an environment of trust and cooperation that is instrumental in the healing process. From the Brandywine School District, Tally Middle School Counselor Tanya Milianis. First and foremost, Milianis is an advocate for her students. Said one administrator, her advocacy for all students, regardless of their background or circumstances, is truly inspiring. When others have given up on a student, or even the student gives up on themselves, Tanya never does. There are many times that I can remember her advocating for students to have a chance to prove that they can improve, meet the challenge, or have a second chance. There is nothing she would not do to help a student succeed, from being a student's wake-up call in the morning when they struggle with attendance, to creating after-school opportunities for students so they can have a safe place to be at night. From the Caesar Rodney School District, Caesar Rodney High Mental Health Counselor Charles Brooks, Jr. One of Brooks's most remarkable qualities is his availability. Whether it's during scheduled appointments, impromptu drop-ins, or crisis situations, Charles is always there for our students, providing them with the support and guidance they need. His dedication to being accessible and approachable has fostered an environment of trust and openness among the student body, an administrator said. Furthermore, Charles possesses exceptional listening skills that allow him to truly connect with students on a deeper level. He creates a safe and non-judgmental space where students feel comfortable expressing their thoughts, feelings, and concerns. His empathetic approach enables him to understand the unique challenges faced by each student and tailor his support accordingly. From the Cape Henlopen School District, Love Creek Elementary School psychologist Sean Lauby. One of Lauby's strengths, an administrator said, is his ability to develop unique behavioral support plans based on the strengths and needs of a student. In developing a recent plan for a high-need student struggling to be successful during the school day, Lauby led an assets-based discussion, and used the student's interests and strengths to develop a unique schedule for the student. He used feedback from the student, family, and staff members to develop the plan and set clear expectations for the student, the administrator said. He has consistently checked in with the student, family, and staff members to ensure the fidelity of implementation. Since the implementation of the plan, we've seen a decrease in behavior incidents, and the student has become a leader in the school. Said another colleague, Mr. Laube can de-escalate any situation and then discuss options with students about what they can do in the future to prevent problem behavior. This is why students often choose to hang out with Mr. Laube as a reward for good behavior in the classroom, and they will work hard for this earn. From the Capital School District, Hartley Elementary School Counselor Jackie Collins. A former Hartley parent credits Collins for helping develop Hartley Elementary School's atmosphere of acceptance, kindness, and individualized learning. Said the parent, Jackie knows her kids. She loves her kids. They know they are accepted and loved. She knows who needs a helping hand, a listening ear, a motivational conversation, or a simple hug. That knowledge doesn't stop with her kids. She knows her parents as well. Jackie always had time to hear our concerns, calm our worries, and celebrate our child's accomplishments with us. That caring didn't stop once our children left Hartley Elementary. Our kids are now 13 and 15, and I know that I can still call Dr. Collins anytime if they or we need her help. She is genuine in all that she does, and it shines through. Her field is a calling, and Jackie truly answers that call every day. From the Charter School Network, Odyssey Charter School Family Crisis Therapist Lori Jones. Jones's dedication, compassion, and expertise have made a significant difference in the lives of countless individuals facing a variety of challenges, such as divorce, cancer, and deaths in the family, her principal said. Lori has expertly helped families navigate through crises, overcome obstacles, and fostered positive change within our community. She connects with students and families on a deeply personal level by approaching each situation with empathy, understanding, and a genuine desire to support those in need. She also has helped to implement preventative measures and intervention strategies to address various mental health concerns within the school. From the Christina School District, Gauger Cobb's Middle School psychologist, Amy Lowe. As a secondary school psychologist, Mrs. Lowe works with young students who are still finding themselves. This can be a challenging and exhausting task, her director said. She has worked with our middle and high school populations, making it look easy. Her personality and ability to connect serves well when working with our students and their families. Said another colleague, Amy Lowe is just a special human being. You would have to work with her one time to understand what I mean. I think you know that person I'm referring to, the one who just has a way about them. They exude a gentle kindness and sincerity that makes you feel at home from the moment you meet them, and you just know you can say anything to them without being judged. From the Colonial School District, McCullum Middle School Counselor Khalil Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's colleagues point to his unwavering commitment to building relationships and supporting the students and staff in his building. When working at William Penn High School, he co-sponsored a club of gentlemen that provided mentoring to help young men improve academically and personally. When he moved to McCullough, he sponsored a similar program called Young Gentlemen Scholars to help young men improve academically as well as learn life skills such as financial management. Said a colleague, the group prepares middle school young men for adulthood by providing a safe space to discuss adolescent and social issues. He is empathetic, culturally sensitive, and often viewed as a father figure as he leads this impressive group of young men. In fact, those relationships have carried on through the student's adult life. From the Delmar School District, Delmar Middle School Counselor Kelly Phillips. Phillips began her career as a teacher, moving 2 years ago into a counseling position. While coworkers felt her loss in the English language arts classroom, the move made sense. A colleague said she is viewed by others as the one to talk to or go to when things are unsettling. To work effectively with middle school age students takes a very particular set of skills, another former colleague said. As they say, it's not for everybody. Mrs. Phillips cannot deny that it's for her, though. Those who get to observe this driven powerhouse of compassion in action on a daily basis will learn a thing or two if they care to. Phillips also is the lead mentor in Delmar's mentoring program, as well as the PBIS system. She has made sure that all students receive positive reinforcement throughout the school year using our PBIS implementation, an administrator said. She has done an excellent job of building relationships with her students as a counselor and has made a difference in their lives. From the Indian River School District, North Georgetown Elementary School nurse Brittany Lloyd. Lloyd is known for her compassion, empathy, and tireless efforts to support her students and community. She leads with innovative and strategic thinking. She has an unwavering commitment to serving students who may be experiencing significant medical and physical challenges, an administrator said. citing as an example how Lloyd case managed and planned fundraising for a student diagnosed with brain cancer. She included family members in the process through frequent home visits. Additionally, she provided extensive supports and services for a student who relocated from another country with no insurance and in need of a cleft palate surgery. Through her advocacy efforts, he was able to have a successful surgery, followed by subsequent home visits provided by Mrs. Lloyd. Through her tireless efforts, she has made a positive impact on countless families in the Georgetown community. From the Lake Forest School District, Lake Forest Central Elementary Family Interventionist Carla Jester. She was different because I finally felt seen and like she cared and genuinely wanted to help me and my son, said one mother who was struggling with getting her child to attend school because of personal reasons. Jester came to her home and helped her figure out how to navigate getting medical coverage for her son's needs. Jester also fostered communication between the family, special education staff, and school administration to help her son transition to a new school year. The boy now loves school so much he doesn't want to leave, his mother said, adding, Mrs. Jester has also helped our family with other resources in times of need. Sometimes communicating with places can become overwhelming, and Mrs. Jester never hesitates to help. Mrs. Jester is so supportive and caring, going above and beyond what I am sure normal job duties are for her, but also always professional. I am thankful to have her on my family's team. From the Milford School District, Mespilian Elementary School Counselor Shannon Gronow. Gronow is beloved by students. Walking the halls, you can see the hugs and waves she receives, her supervisor said. The students trust her and confide in her. During her workday, Shannon can be found providing individual and group counseling. Her students learn valuable self-regulation skills in small groups or whole classes, which is so needed in today's classroom and society. Mrs. Gronow thinks outside the box with how to support the students at Mespilian. She has created a peer leadership program for our students. Throughout the program, Mrs. Gronow works to build up our 5th grade student learners. Those student leaders then mentor the 1st grade students. This guided collaboration between peers creates important relationships within the school family. She does all this while also teaching character education to the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade classrooms. From the Newcastle County Vocational Technical School District, Del Castle Technical High School Counselor Shannon Beck. One grandmother credits Beck for helping her grandson transition to high school. He was quite anxious about going from a small elementary school to this large VOTEC high school. From the first meeting, she formed a connection with him and was instrumental in helping him transition into his new setting, the grandmother said. What she did not initially know was that he was a survivor of childhood trauma and abuse. She was always kind, a great listener, and someone that he could go to with questions or concerns. Mrs. Beck kept him grounded when he was struggling emotionally and was a constant advocate of academic success. From the Polytech School District, Polytech High School Counselor Stacy Greenlee. Greenlee works hard, loves her students, and always tries to lift the spirits of those around her. She has a kind, patient, and nurturing spirit and is a good role model for students, one colleague said, adding she is able to remain calm and helpful to students when they are in distress. I have seen her be able to interact well with students and parents at making safety plans and contracting other staff such as myself or outside services such as crisis when needed to help the student get support. She also is the one to take on difficult projects or tasks. She is always willing to take the time to help students resolve conflicts or handle other difficult situations. From the Red Clay Consolidated School District, McCain High School psychologist Jessica Cragel. Her impact on my child's life and the lives of countless others is immeasurable, one mother said. Her counseling and behavioral support have been a guiding light for my son, offering him not just strategies for managing his challenges, but also a safe space to explore his feelings and grow into the best version of himself. Beyond her one-on-one sessions, Cragel's collaboration with the social emotional learning classroom team has been transformative, the mother said. The specialized programming Miss Cragel has helped develop has created a nurturing and inclusive environment where every child's unique strengths and needs are honored and supported. It's a testament to her creativity, dedication, and unwavering belief in the potential of every student. From the Seaford School District, Frederick Douglass Elementary School Counselor Victoria Pearson. Pearson connects with students and, regardless of the situation, builds a rapport with a child, comes up with a plan for success, and then ensures the student remains as successful as possible. This and her work managing the school's Reflection Suite has had a significant impact on student behavior challenges. The suite has proactive and reactive services. Over the past few years, school data shows it is used more than 65% of the time for proactive services such as counseling, lunch bunches, and read and ride programs. Victoria works closely with our school-based interventionist, family crisis therapist, and our associate principal in this suite, her principal said. This reflection suite is a very effective innovation that has made a huge impact on our school. In the last 9 years, we have gone from over 300 suspensions in a year to 2 so far this year. From the Smyrna School District, Smyrna High School Counselor Tiffany Duke. In her role as a senior school counselor, Duke takes personal responsibility for assuring every senior is ready to enter the real world prepared to be successful, her principal said. Added a colleague, Mrs. Duke easily establishes meaningful connections with students and is committed to helping them reach their goals, whether that be passing a class for the marking period or helping them achieve their dream of attending college. As the senior counselor, her practice of Friday check-ins with students who are in danger of failing and/or who just need extra support has helped many students overcome barriers that may have otherwise prevented them from graduating. From the Sussex Technical School District, Sussex Tech High School nurse Lisa Fittler. The school's wellness center, counseling teams, and nurses have been on the front line supporting students' increased mental health needs, especially since the pandemic, one Sussex Tech teacher said, adding, for students who may be tense, angry, or anxious, Lisa offers a lending ear to those who wish to share. She offers additional aid, including breathing techniques, to cope with the issues at hand. Because she has built genuine relationships with our kids and knows their social and emotional needs, she will comfort them until they are in the right state of mind before returning to a rigorous classroom environment. A parent of a student with health challenges thanked Fittler for her care for her daughter, as well as her strong parental communication. Her caring nature shows in her work, and she goes well above the calling to make sure all students' needs are met, the mother said. And finally, from the Woodbridge School District, Phyllis Wheatley Elementary School Counselor Katie Sears. After Sears has met with a struggling student, it seems like the day has gotten brighter and better, a teacher in her school said. It's because the student has both met with her and worked through the challenging situation. It's almost like she has superpowers. Added the teacher, one thing I love about Katie is that she listens, offers support, advice when needed, and doesn't over-accommodate. I don't understand how, but she knows how to be there for a person, yet allow the individual the space to not need her every time there is a crisis. She has found a fine balance in counseling. It's both healthy and helpful for all the students, parents, and staff. We are honored tonight to celebrate these outstanding behavioral health professionals. Congratulations to all the honorees, and thank you for the differences each and every one of you is making in the lives of your students, their families, and your school communities.
Let's give all of our honorees another round of applause. What an incredible group of professionals. Let me pause here to give some special thanks to Jennifer Corbett for the work site photos you saw in the presentation and around the room tonight, to Daniel Sato for the video production. Also, thank you to Ashley Larimore for taking pictures of tonight's celebration. We will be sharing her photos on our social media accounts soon. So thank you, Ashley. Thank you to the team at the Department of Education, Angela Moffitt, Jennifer Russell, Pat Zellin, and Allison May. Can we give them a round of applause, please? All of the hard work that they do makes tonight's celebration happen. And thanks to Wade Steimling of the Government Information Center for helping us stream our program so your school, communities, and loved ones can watch as well. I also would like to express special gratitude to the judges for their conscientious and enthusiastic review of this year's applications to help us select our state honoree, and to our panel of judges who helped interview our honorees. Their names are listed in the back of your program. To honor all of our nominees, each receives a cash grant of $2,000 from his or her district or charter school. The person selected as State Behavioral Health Professional of the Year this evening will also receive an additional cash grant of $3,000 from the state plus $5,000 from the state to be used for the educational benefit of his or her students. In this night of excitement, we also want to give special thanks to our outgoing BHP of the Year. That's Dana Carey. Yes, let's give her a round of applause. Dana has represented our behavioral health professionals so well this past year, and we're grateful that we have the opportunity tonight to hear from her one more time as our Delaware Behavioral Health Professional of the Year. Dana, come on up.
Thank you, Secretary Holodick, for that introduction. It's an honor to be standing here for the final time as the Delaware Behavioral Health Professional of the Year for the 2023 school year. Thank you to Secretary Holodick and his staff for making this possible and for their unwavering support of all the children and staff working and learning in our Delaware schools. I would also like to thank the General Assembly for recognizing the work of my colleagues, and especially Speaker Longhurst, who was an advocate for children's mental health. Finally, I would like to thank my fellow educators in the Lake Forest School District, my fellow behavior health professionals across the state, and of course my family for their continued support. As I stand here before you today, I am reminded of the last time I stood on this stage and was overwhelmed that I had been selected to represent the hardworking and often unsung heroes who support students with so many complex and varying needs. So many of our students are struggling, and we cannot expect them to realize their full potential in school unless we help them deal with the trauma they are experiencing. One of the opportunities I was afforded as the Delaware Behavioral Health Professional of the Year was speaking at Legislative Hall about the importance of the work we do day in and day out. I shared a quote that day that I often think of when working with my students, their families, and our staff, and I would like to share it with you this evening. What mental health needs is more sunlight, more candor, and more unashamed conversation. This quote resonates with me because as behavioral health professionals, we need to continue to advocate and shed light on the importance of mental health. Delaware students of all ages deserve quality mental health support and interventions. Without them, students are not able to reach their full potential to learn and to grow. It is our responsibility to create caring school environments where students and families feel comfortable being open and honest about their struggles. When families share vulnerable information with us, it allows us to work as a team to best support students in a non-judgmental, caring way. As educators, I urge you to continue to advocate for the mental health needs of our students. My experience last year as Delaware's Behavioral Health Professional of the Year has rewarded me both professionally and personally. Professionally, this opportunity provided me with a platform to spread a positive message about the seriousness of mental health amongst our students. Personally, I was rewarded with the hope that there are so many caring professional adults engaged in this fight. For the many of you that I have come to know and respect, I thank you for reminding me that we can make a difference. Finally, to those of you representing your districts as Behavior Health Professional of the Year, while there can only be one state representative, you are all winners. But most importantly, our students win by having professional educators like yourself who stand beside them, rooting for them, and making positive impacts which last a lifetime. Thank you for the hard and sometimes heartbreaking investment that you make every day in our schools. Congratulations, and I wish you much luck and success this evening and beyond as you continue with this very important work. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana. And now the moment we have all been waiting for, the opportunity to announce our 2024 Delaware Behavioral Health Professional of the Year. Speaker Longhurst, would you please join me on stage to make the announcement?
So Delaware Department of Education grants a Behavioral Health Specialist of the Year to Milford's only Shannon Grodon. So hard to read. Thanks so much.
What's that?
I met her earlier today when I was walking in.
I guess that's her husband and baby.
Wow, I am so overwhelmed and humbled. Thank you so much to everyone here tonight. I got to be a little prepared. So it is an honor to be recognized as the Behavioral Health Professional of the Year for the state of Delaware. I stand before a room full of advocates for children and youth, and I am humbled to represent such a remarkable and talented group of behavioral health professionals. Thank you to Milford School District, administration, and my student supports team. Thank you for believing in me and pushing me forward. Thank you to my family and friends for the love and encouragement throughout my career. I could not have done it without you. Thank you to my students, especially who I have learned so much from over the years, for always teaching me that through times of adversity, we grow and become stronger. As behavioral health professionals, we are first in the line of defense for our children's well-being, mental health, and emotional support. We fight the good fight every day and work hard to shine the light for our students to flourish. 12 years ago, I made a commitment to make a difference in the lives of children. Tonight, I celebrate with my family, my husband who supports me with everything he has, and my daughter, who I brought here tonight to show her that being a good person and doing good in the world is the most important thing you can do in this life. Congratulations to all of the outstanding nominees. Keep fighting the good fight. A special thank you to the state of Delaware, Secretary of Education, and Representative Longhurst. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much.
I want to close this evening's ceremonies by offering Congratulations not only to our new State Behavioral Health Professional of the Year, but to all of our honorees here tonight. You have been chosen by your peers to represent all BHPs in your school districts or the charter network because you truly deserve it. I hope this evening has been as special for all of you as it has been for me and the Department of Education. Before you leave tonight, each honoree, please be sure to take your framed photograph as our gift to you. Let us end with one final salute to the local Behavioral Health Professionals of the Year and to Delaware's 2024 Behavioral Professional of the Year. Congratulations to all.